Hey, fourth graders, Mr. B here. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd. We are continuing on our math lesson today. Um, Today you're going to need a pencil and you're going to need your homework packet. Okay, your decimals homework packet. We're going to be working on page 3 here today. So, what that's going to look like is this guy. Okay, what's actually going to be page 4. Sorry about that. But we're going to go through some equivalent decimals after our lesson, okay? So remember, you only need to do the ones that I do, okay? The rest are going to be extra practice, and then you need to work on Math IXL T5. T5, okay? So let's get going here, though. So today's objective is I can find equivalent decimals. So remember, equivalent is just another word, a fancy word for equal, okay? Equal decimals, okay? So here's a question. We have our question posed to us here. Are 0.3 or 3/10 and 0.30 30/100ths equivalent decimals? Are they equivalent? Okay. So take a look at our squares here. Okay. Are they equivalent? Do they cover the same amount of area? They do, right? They are equivalent. Notice how we have the 0 on there and no 0 on here. They're still equivalent. They are still equivalent. Okay? So, a fraction, how you would say this, is we have 1, 2, 3 out of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3/10. How would you, so this one is 3, we have 3/10, but this one has 100 out of it. Okay? And we have 30. 30/100ths. Okay? So they're both equivalent. So 3/10 is equal to 30/100ths. Okay? So they are equivalent. So whenever we see a decimal with a 0 at the end, we don't need it. We don't need it. Even if it's 0.7000000, we don't need these zeros. This is the same thing as all of this. Okay? Is 0.03 or 3/100ths equivalent to 0.3, 3/10? It is not, right? Because here we have 100, right? And this is in the hundredths place value, right? Hundredths, right? And here we have 3/10 in the tenths, right? Okay? 10. So here we have 1, 2, 3 out of 100. And here we have 1, 2, 3 out of 10. So 3/10. These are not equal. Okay? So just because there's a 3 in both of them, right? There's a 3 in both of them, does not mean they are equal. You have to check the place value. Check place value. Okay? Okay, you have to check the place value. Okay? So now you might see some where it gives you a fraction. Is this fraction equal to 0.25? Okay? When you get this, you want to make it equivalent to 100, right? Because this is out of 100. This entire thing has 100 squares. Okay? So this will tell you by doing multiplying by 25, this will tell you if it's equal to 25 hundredths, right? Because it's 25 hundredths. So this is equal. Okay? Because we have 20 and then we have 5. Okay? So 1/4 is equivalent to 25. Okay? Because this is a fourth. This is a fourth of the square, right? Okay? Is 3/10 equivalent to 0.30 or 30 hundredths, right? So 3/10 and then multiply it by 10 because we want to get to 100. We want to get to 100, okay? So multiply it by 10, multiply it by 10. So 30 hundredths, 30 hundredths. So 3/10 is equivalent to 30 hundredths, okay? So let's go to our packet here. Okay, so probably do the front side together here, okay? So first we're gonna find out if these are equal or not equal, okay? So this is equal, this is not equal, okay? Notice how it has the line through it. That means not equal. Not equal, okay? So here we have, we'll start with number 1, 0.1 and 0.10. Notice how we have a 0, we don't need it, doesn't matter. Are 0.1 and 0.1 equal? They are, right? So now let's check out this one. 0.23 and 0.32. Notice how we have a 3 in our 10th spot and a 2 in our 10th spot. These are not equal. Try out these ones by yourself. Try those ones by yourself. Pause the video. Okay, so we have 6 in our 10th spot, 5 in our 10th spot. These are not equal. Here we have a 0.3, a 0.30. We don't need the 0, right? If it ends in 0, then we don't need it, okay? So those are equal. Now, quick note here. If it has 3.0003, then we still need to keep all these zeros. Keep. Okay? Only if it ends in a number. Okay? If it ends in 0, like that, then we don't need it. Okay? It's just 0.3. Okay? All right. So we have 0.22 and 0.23. They are not equal, right? Okay. Go ahead and do 6, 7, and 8 by yourself. So here, notice the place value. We have a 0 and 9. There's 0 in this one, and 9 in the tenths there. Okay. The 9 is in the hundredths over there, but it's not a tenths, so that means it is not equal. Okay. 7, 6, 6, 7, not equal. 5, 0, and 0.5. Remember, we don't need it if it ends in a 0. 0.5 and 0.5, they are equal. Okay. All right, now we need to write an equivalent decimal for each now. Okay, so this is where we are going to have to find an equal decimal. Okay, so let's try number 9 here together. So we have 0.70. We can just cross that off. 0.7 is 1. Okay. Number 10 here. So this is where I said back before, okay, we want to convert to 100. We want to get to 100, right? Because that is what every decimal is out of, is 100, right? Okay. Or if we want to get to 100th place, right? So 4 times 25 gives us 100 times 25, because whatever you do to the top, you have to do the bottom. So 25 over 100. So 25 hundredths. 25 hundredths. Okay, right? Because 25 hundredths. Okay. So now try 11 and 12 by yourself. Try 11 and 12 by yourself. Pause the video. Okay. So we have 0.2. 0.2. So 2/10. 2/10. We could just add a 0. That'll be fine too. It's still equal, but we don't need it. We can still have it, but we don't need the 0. Okay? We can still have it, but we don't need it. Okay? 3/4 is going to be 0.75. Think of 3 quarters. Quarter, quarter, quarter. 25, 50, 75. Okay, 75 out of 100, 75 hundredths. Okay, try these ones by yourself. Try these ones by yourself. Okay, pause the video. Okay, here we have 3/10. Okay, so again, we don't have to have it, but it still works. Okay, remember we don't need it, so we can just go 0.5. Okay, 7/10. Get it to 100 because we want to 100. 7 times 10 is 70. 70 hundredths. So now we can go like that. 70 hundredths. Another one would work is 7/10, right? 7/10. 7/10. Okay. We have 90 hundredths. Remember, we don't need the 0. It's the same thing as 9/10. 9/10. Okay. Now this one wants to write an equivalent decimal using adding. Okay. So here we have 3/10. 1, 2, 3. Here we have 4, and this is what it equals. So what is an equivalent decimal? Okay, so 0.3 and 0.4, 0.34. Okay, go ahead and try 18 and 19 out by yourself. On this one, it has to equal 0.75. So this one equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 0. Is it 0.7 or 7? 7, right? Because these are tenths. Okay. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0.05 because it's out of 100, right? Out of 100. There are 100 squares in this thing. 100 squares. 100 squares. Okay. All right. 9.3. Okay. So we have 0.9. 0.03. Okay. This backside is going to be extra practice. Okay. Extra practice. The entire thing. Okay. Extra practice. Remember, if you have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, make sure to do IXLTF today. Okay. IXLTF. Or not, well, not TF, T5. Sorry. T5. And then otherwise,